Hi friends, welcome to another episode on the Andaman Islands. If you liked the last episode, please like and share now. What are the water sports available? I think I've already spoken about this. So in North Bay and Elephant Beach are two places which are known for water sports. So you could do your jet ski, your banana boat ride, your sofa boat ride, your glass bottom boat ride, snorkeling. You could do sea walk, you could do parasailing, and you could do diving at North Bay and sea walk at Elephant Beach. Remember, at Elephant Beach, no diving happens. Diving happens on another beach, which is called beach number 2. It's called Nemo's Reef, and this is generally done in the morning. So ideally before Elephant Beach or on the day of departure from Havelock, the guests can opt to do diving. So can I dive? Today I think everyone who's coming to Andaman is ideally looking at diving as an activity. Mentally they're prepared. Ki boss, diving to karna hi hai. So first of all, the child has to be above 8 years old and they can dive up to 60. Again, there is a certain medical criteria. So you should not have any ear pain, you should not suffer from any heart problem, you shouldn't have high BP, you shouldn't have any surgery, especially ear or heart over the last 6 months. If you do have this problem, including sinus, you need a certificate from the doctor allowing you to dive. Remember one thing, diving is a fun activity, but it can also take your life. So we exercise full precaution. We only tie up with a tourism certified dive shop, which ensures that proper standards are followed. And if they feel you are not fit, they will not take you underwater. And it's important, don't force it. While diving is the highlight, your life is more important. But diving is highly recommended. Many people also ask what is better, Port Blair or Havelock? So to be honest, of course, the charm of diving in Havelock is far better, but North Bay is also very exciting. So we leave the option to the customer. If he's visiting North Bay, he could do at North Bay. If he wants to do it at Havelock, he can do it at Havelock. A lot of customers also choose to dive at both places. Why not? You're not going to come to Andaman every time. What are the type of hotels? You see, we've spoken about the itinerary, we've spoken about the destination, but I think a big segment of the experience is driven by hotels. Hotels in Andaman cannot be compared to city hotels. Yes, they are expensive compared to city hotels, but they necessarily are not of that standard. And it's very, very important. If you want to give your customer a good holiday, choose the right hotel, manage the expectation of price and product, right? That is very, very important. So I'm going to start off on certain categories and I'm going to sprinkle a bit of information about each. So what are the budget hotels? So in Andaman, there are no budget hotels technically. A decent hotel starts at 2,000 in Port Blair and 3,000 at Havelock and same at Neil. These are basic hotels. When I mean basic, they all have inventory of 10 to 15 rooms, manpower accordingly. Basic food is served, especially during breakfast, which is complimentary, and customer should not expect much. It's a basic room, basic bathroom, and it's a functional room. Beyond that, if the customer is expecting anything, he may have complaints at this price point. Then you come to the other hotel category, which is we call deluxe, which is equal to a 3-star. Now understand one thing, what we mean, there are no star hotels in Andaman. So we are basing this on the feedback that customers have given. So a 3-star hotel or a deluxe hotel is basically starts from 3,000 at Port Blair, goes up to 4,500 in Port Blair. At Havelock, the same hotel is 6,000. Going up to 8,000, and at Neil again in the same bracket. So there are a lot of customers say, boss, 6,000 mein to I will stay in Hilton, I get to stay in Marriott, So they should not come with the same expectation when they come to Andaman. They may pay that 6,000, but they're not getting a product like that, and rightly so. Limited land, everything is so expensive, seasonal business, manpower is very expensive. So this is the pricing of the deluxe category. So at Port Blair it's 3 to 4,500, at Havelock at Neil it's 6,000 to 8,000. Then you come to, I would say, the 4-star entry level. At Port Blair these hotels are 6,000 plus taxes. At Havelock and Neil this becomes 10,000 plus taxes. Then you come to the higher category. Again, I would say these are proper 4 stars. You can categorize them as 4 star. You have hotels that start at 10,000 at Port Blair. So that's a significant jump from your entry level 4 star plus taxes. At Neil and Havelock, this is all 12,000 plus taxes. Again, these are only approximate figures so that you know what to expect and you can educate your customer accordingly. So these are the type of hotels. I don't want to get into names because I think that may lead to a lot of confusion, and being an operator, I don't want to show any bias. So I'm just letting you know that factor in these price points. If you feel your customer is a 3-star hotel guy, just to fit the budget of the customer, don't give him a 2-star because he's going to complain. So push your customer to spend more if required if he's planning a trip to Andaman, rather than cut corners on the hotel, because you're going to spend a majority of the time in the hotel. So don't compromise on that. What is the meal plan? A lot of people ask, what is the meal plan? We've also categorized this into 2 segments. One is you're a group of 10, 15 people. People want to know what to pay. People want to be mentally prepared. So then we suggest you can go for a meal plan, but never AP. Maximum take MAP, which is basically breakfast and dinner. And the reason why we say this is that during lunch the guest will be out, he can have at a local restaurant. It's more economical, and also it's a change of flavor and taste, right? So it keeps everyone happy. But if it's a couple or 2, 4, 6 people, we actually recommend CP plan. And reason why we do this is, I can give you MAP, doesn't make a difference to us, but we're here for the customer. Now in Andaman everything comes from outside, which means generally in a buffet you will find 1 dal, 2 vegetables, 1 non-veg if it's a standard and deluxe hotel, and 1 dessert. And same type of food you will find if you're staying for 5 nights. You will find similar type of food, Indian, all the days. A lot of people come back to us and say, "Khana acha nahi tha, it was too oily," which is rightly so. So we suggest that please go in for by the menu. It gives you flexibility to decide what you want to order. You may just want a dal and a roti. You may want to do room service. You may have been tired. You may want to go out for dinner. And more importantly is the price point. Because if you take a meal plan, any hotel from a standard going up to a deluxe is charging you 500 to 600 rupees for a meal plan plus taxes. If you go into the higher category, it's 1,000 rupees plus taxes. So if you're 4 people, you're spending 4,000. Is it worth that 4,000? From a customer's point of view, maybe not. Also, the customer, if he orders a la carte, that means by the menu, maybe the bill will only be 2,000. And I believe we are here to save money for the customer. We are here to make him get value for money. And that is why we recommend above 10 people, you can go in for a meal plan. That's only breakfast, dinner. Lower than 10, let them do a la carte. It's more economical. They'll be happier. They can order what they want. And they may even choose to visit a restaurant outside. So this is my opinion, my suggestion on the meal plan. So, what type of food is available? So, unfortunately, Andaman, as I said, it's a developing destination. Tourism has boomed only over the last 5-6 years. Shortage of land, rental is very expensive. Manpower is, oh my God, it's crazy. I run a restaurant, I know how difficult it is. So, the food is very, very average. Like, I'm a foodie, so when I go to Delhi, I go Pandara Road jana hai. When I'm in Bombay, I want to go to Khao Gali. I want to go to eat a biryani. I want to have a pav bhaji. I want to have faluda. I want to do all these things, and this is a part of an experience. Andaman kind of lacks this. Food is available, but I would not say it is the highlight. So please manage the expectation. You don't have fancy restaurants in Port Blair certainly, and Neil. In Havelock you have 2-3 good restaurants, which again, you know, we are happy to share with you when you want, and the customer can go for a meal and have a good meal if you want. Otherwise, most of the hotels offer wholesome meals, primarily between Indian and Chinese. Not many varieties are available. Continental is certainly not available in most of the hotels unless they're the luxury ones. And you also have some standalone restaurants in Havelock which serve very good quality continental and seafood and can be explored by your customer. So, you know, my other question is what budget? You know, this is something that I don't have an answer for. Many people, our agents call me up and say that, how much for 5 nights? How much for a holiday to Andaman? So there are a lot of factors that go into this, and we request your support. Let us know how many nights, what category hotel, what is the meal plan you're looking for. You know, do you want to stay more at Port Blair, more at Havelock? As I told you, Port Blair is cheaper, Havelock is more expensive. If you want to do Diglipur, just the car to Diglipur is 15,000. You know, if you want to do Bayatang, just the car is 5,000. So there are a lot of factors that go in the pricing. So we will need that input. There is no one figure for Andaman that, okay, starting price is 9,999 and it goes up to 50,000. For example, Taj. Now we have a wonderful Taj property. That's 30,000 plus taxes. So until we know what your customer wants, and that's where we seek your effort and help, it's difficult to give an offhand budget, but we can cater to any budget. But yes, the lower the hotel, the more chances of a complaint. So we try to avoid extremely budget hotels because customer is customer, and if he complains, it's a bother to both of us. Okay, you know, so a lot of honeymoon couples will come with you who are fully excited, who want to know what to do in Andaman. And you know, because they're excited, they want to do flower bed decoration, they want to have a cake, they want to do all these add-ons. Now, as I told you, I am here to create value for you, and you are there to create value for your customer. So, you know, the flower bed decoration in Andaman is highly average. First of all, there are no many flowers that grow there, so don't recommend it. I put a big cross. And at 2,500 plus taxes, average price charged by most of the hotels, we don't recommend it. Then people want a honeymoon cake. Again, in Havelock, this is around 1,000 plus taxes. In Port Blair, it's 500 plus taxes. But most important is there are no great bakeries. You know, it's not like city quality. You're getting, you know, Black Forest, and you're getting a brownie cake, and you're getting a death by chocolate. So the quality of the cakes itself is very average. So unless you really want to do it, we wouldn't recommend it. Remember, the purpose of this video is to help you. So don't think we are saying no. We're happy. If you want, we'll give it. But I think the purpose of this video is to let you know how can you create value for your customer. Then we get a lot of candlelight dinner requests. So at Port Blair, certainly don't recommend it, because most of the hotels will do it in their terrace or in their restaurant, and most of the hotels will serve you from the buffet. That kind of defeats the purpose of having a candlelight dinner. So there are standalone restaurants in Havelock that do set up by the beach, and average price is 4,500 with your dinner transfer, average price. And they allow you to order from the menu. The lady can order different, the gentleman can order different. It's good food, not off the buffet. And then if you, in the luxury hotels, it can get a little crazy. It can be 7,000 plus taxes, 8,000 plus taxes. Again, we recommend it at these standalone restaurants at Havelock, and don't suggest it in Port Blair and Neil at all. If at all, Havelock is the right place to organize a candlelight dinner. Coming to corporate offsites, so we do a lot of corporate offsites, and because they have shorter duration, it can certainly be planned, but again it's important to manage the expectation. This is not Goa. So let me tell you some of the drawbacks. Hotels are relatively inflexible. There's no nightlife. Even if you hire a DJ, it has to shut by 10 o'clock. So no proper AV facilities. So corporate offsites happen a lot in Andaman, but I think it's also important you discuss in detail with your operator, whether it's Faraway or any other company that you'd like to work with. Go into the detail and share this information back to your corporate so that together you can have a well-planned excursion of your corporate. Also, what items can I buy as souvenirs? Can we do any shopping? So unfortunately, again, I'm going to be not the most positive. You do have shopping places in Port Blair. There is the Sagar Rekha, which is your government emporium. A lot of now private places have come up called Sagar Rika and Sagar Rika, where you can also shop. The problem with the government emporium is shuts by 6 o'clock. So a lot of our drivers take people to these private shops. Quality is overall average. My understanding from talking to some shopkeepers is that most of the shell products come from Rameshwaram. They're not from Port Blair. So I think guests should be careful when they do shopping. Nothing great. Many hotels also have their own emporiums with not much of a price difference. So guests could look at buying small basic things, keychains and stuff like that, but nothing unique to Andaman, if you understand what I'm saying. What all things should I carry? Andaman is a tropical destination, so it's always good to carry sunscreen, carry cap, carry chappal, flip-flops, shorts, t-shirts. These days you get these easy dry t-shirts, because what is going to happen is if you get in the water, then they tend to dry. You just need to dip it and it's ready for you to wear next day. Another thing is travel light. Don't carry too many clothes. Don't carry formal pants and denim. Just carry short, comfortable clothing. If your doctor prescribes, please carry Evomin, which is considered good for seasickness, which you need to have 1 hour before. If you're traveling anytime from May going up till December, do carry a raincoat or an umbrella. We also recommend now all our customers to carry water bottles, your stainless steel one, because most of the hotels have RO plants and we don't want you to buy plastic mineral waters which causes garbage. We have the last few questions left. So what if a cyclone comes? Right? Now it's like me asking, what if there is something that I can't predict? Because cyclones are all weather conditions, and I've seen over a pattern that it could happen anytime. It could happen in November, it could happen December, June, July, April, January. Last year we had it in January where everything got shut. So the first thing about Andaman is there are no planned dates. We tell all our partners, don't bother too much. You're coming to Andaman, we're there to take care of you. If there is any change in plan, we will make sure you are taken care of. Cyclones and all this are not in our control. It's a tropical destination, so don't even bother about it. Then many times customer will come to you and say, oh, I heard there was an earthquake, 5 Richter scale, 4 Richter scale. So remember, Andamans are on a seismic zone and it's very common for Andamans to have earthquakes. So anything up to a 6 and 6.5, you don't even bother. I mean, sitting, we don't even come to know. We suddenly feel the earth vibrate and we're like, oh, there was an earthquake, So yes, this is on a tectonic zone, but you don't have to worry. And again, these are things that we have not mastered predictions. So let's not even think about them. I hope you found the final session interesting, and we will share with you our video blog shortly. Press the subscribe button to stay updated. Stay safe.